crying Jim Ryan, lying Jim Ryan, whatever you want to call it. Here's the thing: there's all these memes about Jim Ryan, and like everyone likes to make fun of him and stuff. And yeah, like I think he's an out of touch executive when it comes to the gaming community and when it comes to video games and where the industry is going. But at the end of the day, he's just literally acting on the best interest of the investors. That's all he's doing. He's doing whatever is gonna keep the shareholders and the investors and the big CEOs happy every time they look at their financials. And once Call of Duty is an Xbox Game Studios game, it's going to hurt them for sure in terms of their financials. People are going to be moving over to Xbox Game Pass. But his statement, he says, by giving Microsoft control of Activision games like Call of Duty, this deal would have major negative implications for gamers and the future of the gaming industry. We want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality gaming experience. And we appreciate the CMA's focus on protecting gamers. So that's the funniest line here is appreciate the CMA's focus on protecting gamers, when at the end of the day, PlayStation saying that is comical. With the stuff that they have been doing, have always been doing. It's business. Obviously, they're trying to get more people onto their platform. But like, even recently with the Hogwarts Legacy stuff, with the exclusive quest and literally locking out items and the ability to sell items at I guess you're going to be able to sell a bunch of stuff in the game and get more currency or money, whatever it is, from the game off of that. Those types of things are actually going to hurt and segment the experience between a game that is multi-platform, and that type of exclusivity, in my opinion, is some of the worst, most anti-consumer exclusivity you can do. And the comical thing about him saying this is that same day they went out and they announced exclusive content for Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation, including the launch of the first weekend of the exclusive beta, which is just like hilarious, the timing of that, to him saying that he's happy to see the CMA's focus on protecting gamers, that once this deal goes through, it's like the gamers are going to prosper more so than they are now. You're going to be able to get these games on Game Pass for the monthly fee. You're going to be able to play these games literally on any device that you want to play it on. You're going to be able to play the next Call of Duty on like through your browser, through cloud streaming, on your phone, all that type of stuff. Yeah, they have not PUBG. Yeah, they have Call of Duty Mobile, but let's say you want to get the full AAA experience, you want to play through the cloud, you're going to be able to do all of this stuff. So it going over to the Xbox ecosystem, not that like I'm like, yes, Xbox, go buy every single publisher in the world and dominate everyone and make sure that every game is only in the Xbox ecosystem. But when stuff like this happens, you're getting a company like Activision Blizzard that was going downhill, going to a company that has really, they obviously have their skeletons in their closet, things that they've done badly, but like right now is known as one of the best places to work in a ecosystem and for gaming that is extremely consumer friendly. It's just going to benefit everybody. It's crazy that he can make statements like this, and I don't know what the CMA is thinking. Are they listening to Jim Ryan? Are they like, oh man, this guy, because he's a big CEO in PlayStation, he's the head there, so he must know exactly what he's talking about. My opinion, like I said in my video, is I think these people at the CMA and in most of these government market authorities, they don't follow the gaming industry. They have no idea what's going on. They're just having to go through the process because it's just part of their job. And if one person as big as PlayStation pushes back, they're going to have to look into it further. It's just a part of the job. They're going to come out and nothing's going to happen and this deal is going to go through. It's just literally just going to take a little bit longer, which is fine. It's unfortunate. I was hoping like, hey, maybe we get like maybe we would get a surprise this holiday season and Modern Warfare 2 would be coming onto Xbox Game Pass. But obviously that isn't going to happen. So yeah, that's where we are right now. And then Phil Spencer and Xbox, they actually responded just pretty much saying it makes no business sense for them to take Call of Duty off of PlayStation. And that's, yeah, just, I feel like they're just like, what more do you want us to say? We've already told you multiple times we're keeping it on PlayStation. And one of the things that he does say though, is this quote here? where he says something about it makes no business sense because of the amount of consoles out there and the install base of PlayStation. Now, that's an interesting point. Like specifically saying that, because let's say in like 5 years from now, going into the next, or however long, whatever, in a 10-year span, let's put it that way. Let's give it a long time here. In a 10-year span, let's say that like things change and the console install base of PlayStation dwindles, or they look at their numbers and they're like, okay, there's an install base that's high, but because PlayStation puts out their financials, the amount of people logging into PlayStation Network falls, all that type of stuff. They may reconsider. They may reconsider keeping it multi-platform, because right now what they're saying is because there's such a big install base, it makes no business sense to take it off of PlayStation. Their goal obviously is to reduce that. At the end of the day, they are a business. Their goal is to get more people into Game Pass, more people into the ecosystem, and reduce the amount of people playing these games, multi-platform games specifically, through the PlayStation Network. At some point, if PlayStation doesn't make any big moves to counter some of the stuff Xbox is doing in terms of specifically for multi-platform games, they may change their mind on this down the road. But we'll wait and see. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because it's coming into Game Pass, is coming onto Xbox once the deal goes through, and it's in an ecosystem that you can play anywhere. And that's the biggest thing. No matter how you look at it, if this was reverse, PlayStation were to buy Activision Blizzard, the game stays on PlayStation. Locked PlayStation, that's it. And you have to get a PS5 to play it, or a PS4.
Bye.